Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Just want to give you all a bit of a rundown on my background and the type of content you might find on this channel coming in the future. So I've pretty much been a gamer most of my life. Started when I was a child with things like the Game Boy and the original PlayStation. And from there, pretty much got every version of the consoles when they came out. So PS2, PS3, PS4, same with the Xboxes, up until about the Xbox One type of time. PC wise, I had a PC most of my life as well, although way back in the day, doing never that great. So pretty much you didn't really used to handle games back in the day that well. In terms of game genres, I've been a fan of most genres over the years. Like back on the Game Boy, used to play, standard Pokemon, all the way through those, a lot of them. Then on the PC, used to play a lot of RTS games, like back in the day, Age of Mythology. That was one of the main ones I used to play a lot of. Lord of the Rings, Battle for Middle-earth, 1 and 2, they were both, spent a lot of time on those. On the consoles, it was things like, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Need for Speed, FIFA, pretty much anything there that came out, really. Moving in the last 5 to 10 years or so, mostly been PC games. Didn't really bother when the newer Xbox and PlayStation came out. So mostly been PC gaming. And it's been things like, Diablo, Path of Exile, done battle royales like PUBG back when that came out. That was, a lot of time went into that with the lads. Over the years, I've done different MMOs, obvious things like WoW, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Really enjoyed that one. That came out. Tried things like Lost Ark when that came out for a bit. Got a week or so out of that. Then New World. It's been very, hit and miss, but it's good for wasting time. Now in the past 2 or 3 years, just due to life changes, not being able to devote 3-4 hours each night after work and then pretty much all day at the weekend to being sat in front of the computer, pretty much moved into doing mobile games. Tried, all different types. Now, a few years ago, I did try Raid for about a month or so. Did the usual, getting into it for a little bit and then get bored of it. So I did that for a while, but then it was a couple of months later, started seeing more videos on YouTube with content creators on it. So I decided to get back into it, and then fast forward another 2.5 years or so, and I'm still on it. Now on my main account over the last couple of years, done the odd, monthly gem pack and, some good deals if they've popped up when events are on, the odd thing here and there. But recently, I've wanted to try a new account to sort of see what it's like for a new player now, just starting, but while still having the knowledge that I do have from already playing for a couple of years. So I decided to make this new account and just see how it goes. Now, this one will stay completely free to play, just so I can, be on a level playing field with pretty much the majority of the player base. In the background, you're going to just see sped up version of the initial starting up of the account, running through the tutorial, getting through the initial missions and the challenges and stuff like that. Once I got through the tutorial, I used the Monkey King promo code so that I could get Sun Wukong, gets a bit of a good setup going forward, because he's useful pretty much most of the content. Started putting him in the team, level him up with Kale. Now, one of the things I did find, which I'm probably sure most people know, but it's very annoying for newer players, of the way that the challenges and missions are laid out. So because I knew some of them were laid out funky, like the way that you might have some missions where it tells you have to do campaign area 1 part 4 and get a certain piece of gear with a certain stat on, which sometimes you might be very lucky and get it within 2 or 3 runs. But then I had quite a few of those where I had to run it like 20, 30, 40 times over and over and over again, because you either wouldn't get the main stat that it says, like, you know, a 2-star piece of attack percentage main stat, or you'd get it in 1 star. So you get the attack percentage, but it was, you know, 1 star, so crap then. So you just got to keep running it over and over again. There were a few other missions where it was saying that you have to do, you know, a certain mission on normal mode, where realistically, by the time you're doing that mission, you're probably already onto the next difficulty level. But the mission doesn't say you can do it on normal or higher. It says you have to do it on normal. So then you're going back to doing older level content when you don't need to, which is just a complete waste of time and resources. So there were a couple of new things which I think were quite good. In the store, they give you a silver pack which runs for 5 days, and then every day you get a load of silver. So that helps out initially, because I know from other people I've seen that do new accounts, they do struggle with silver early on. So I'm not sure if that's new or if it's only a limited time thing that they're doing. But then there's also the Apprentice Pass. That's it, yeah, the Apprentice Pass, which is basically just like a miniature, you know, season pass type of thing, where it's all centralized on your character choice from the beginning. So, for example, for me, it's Kale. So you have missions to just generically level them up, gear them up, send them, and you get rewards for doing it throughout. So that's pretty good, and that's new. So continuing on, just following the missions, challenges, going forward, you know, working my way through. Now, I did join the clan that my main account is in, so I can be hitting Demon Lord every day. So I did that today and got, you know, a couple of runs in on easy. Only did like 400k damage there, but you know, it's going to get me a chest tomorrow. So return, see what crap probably I get from that, but you know, progression needs to be made. So we'll probably wrap this up about here and come back at you in the next one, where we might have a bit more progress through campaign and gear and dungeons and stuff. You know, maybe even hitting a decent amount of damage in clan boss, so we can at least start getting some half decent rewards. Thanks for watching if you're still here. Now, hopefully in the next couple of episodes we might be a bit further on to get some more exciting content, and hopefully if there's anybody new to the game who watches, you might learn a couple of things. But I presume the majority of people who might watch this probably already know what they're doing with the game, so hopefully it's just intriguing for you to see another perspective and, you know, see what just happens with the RNG. So hopefully see you in the next one. Cheers.